Episode 1 of 12 begins this K-drama with a narrator recounting the history of the 12 angels. After Light, the creator created the world and sent 12 angels to protect human beings. Now each of these angels had specific animal powers which helped them protect humans. As the world created by Light flourished, the world of darkness diminished. As such, darkness sent evil spirits to bring chaos to the world. The 12 angels came together and sacrificed to save the human world. Now after this intense battle, the 12 angels triumphed and sealed the evil spirits within the Hellmouth. After the battle, the remaining angels lost their powers and continued living on Earth as humans. We then jump to the present, where we're introduced to Tae-san, the leader of the 12 and the CEO of Angel Capital Group. The company lends money to gangsters and ex-convicts only. Currently, Tae-san is looking to collect from Zhou Yang-soo, who is in prison. Now Yang-soo refuses to give up his cars and buildings, mockingly promising to settle the debt after his release. Tae-san warns Yang-soo that he's not one to be messed with and walks away. He later calls Guido and orders him to pay Yang-soo's bail. Back at the office, Mao-suk, Won-sung and Kang-ji follow up on a different case after getting a heads up from Guido. Elsewhere, we're introduced to Detective Marok, who calls Tae-san and asks for a loan. He uses this loan to shop for clothes for Mir. As it turns out, Mir and Tae-san used to have a thing together. However, she left him 10 years ago and started working at the local museum, where she currently teaches kids the history surrounding the 12 angels. She's not pleased to see Marok and refuses to accept the clothes as she knows that he's used Tae-san's money to get them. Now Marok worries that Mir is being distant because of a prophetic dream she had. Unfortunately, Mir won't talk to anyone about the dream and is carrying the load on her own. Meanwhile, Bangwoo and Doni work at an Oriental clinic. Doni worries that Bangwoo is scaring away clients with her frightening bedside demeanour. Although he works hard to promote the clinic, clients become scared when they see Bangwoo in action. Later that night, Yang-soo meets with his boys and girlfriend to celebrate his release. He tenses after getting a call from Tae-san, informing him that he's on his way. He orders his boys to kill Tae-san on sight, and unfortunately for his boys though, Tae-san proves to be too much for them to handle. Within seconds, he beats all of Yang-soo's men. Seeing this, Yang-soo meekly apologizes and pays up his debts. On the other side of town, Mao-suk, Won-sung and Kang-ji get to work collecting from a gambling den. The boss tries to escape, but Doni steps up to help the trio. Within a few minutes, they beat the gang to a pulp and collect their money. After collecting the funds from Yang-soo, Tae-san visits an old friend called Gwum-sun. According to him, she is the only human he can talk to. He's known her since she was a child when he saved their family from heartless debt collectors. Now Gwum-sun, like her mum, runs a tteokbokki stand, and although she's old, Tae-san still considers her a child. As they talk, Gwum-sun acknowledges Tae-san and the angels' tough work and sacrifice. She understands how the loss of his family and the lack of gratitude from human beings have been hard on Tae-san. She tries to encourage him and reassures the guy that most humans are good and grateful for the sacrifices that they make. Tae-san tries to give her some money, but she rejects it. An old man interrupts the two and heavily scolds Tae-san for using an informal tone with Gwum-sun. Tae-san recognizes the man as Man-buk, and Man-buk is surprised to see that Tae-san has not aged a day and warmly embraces him. At the police station, Marok heartily enjoys his dinner while watching the news. Now according to the news report, a significant number of Paleolithic era relics were discovered at a construction site. Now, these relics are to be transferred to the NRIC for academic research. However, during the research, the scientists find it odd that nothing is registering on their spectrum. For some reason, the relics are showing abnormal spikes. The scene then cuts to a group of people performing a little ritual in the middle of nowhere. Now, man slices his hand and presses it against a rock, and the blood quickly disappears, prompting them to inform their leader that they have successfully located Ogui. Now, once again, we reunite with Tae-san here, who returns to the company and finds everyone has gone. He goes to his office, opens a safe and starts unpacking the money. For a brief moment he seems happy, but suddenly his demeanor changes and he becomes sad. Now back to the evil spirits, the leader performs another ritual but fails to manifest the right outcome. The others warn him to be careful not to push himself too hard as he might actually die. Now, the leader insists they have no time to waste and tries again. This time however, he pins his hand to the rock with a knife and his blood awakens the demon locked inside this rock. A green light appears, the rocks shake, and suddenly a man with red eyes appears. The episode then ends with this man spreading his wings wide, showcasing their full, horrifying glory. So the angels sealed their powers in the Hellmouth along with the evil spirits, however they still have a bit of animal power in them. So far we know that Mia has the power to see the future in her dreams, but we don't know the significance of her dragon necklace, but it suggests she may possess dragon powers. Whatever dream she had forced her to distance herself from Tae-san and the other angels. Elsewhere we have Mao Suk, who is always eager to fight. Won-sung is also looking to prove himself, and we know Tae-san is a tiger, Doni has the power of the pig, and we have yet to discover the powers of the others. Of course, the highlight has to be Park Hyung-sik's entrance as Ogui. He's certainly shaping up to be a tasty villain in this series, and his debut episode has certainly left us wanting more. And based on what's here, I can't wait to see how the next chapter unfolds. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.